All right. Good morning, NFL. Week 2 begins, and I'm going to give y'all um, some sports betting tips and my picks on this week's game. We got a full slate Sunday. So these are my parlay picks 10 teams. And maybe some of you that do sports betting, you know, might want to try. But this is definitely my gamble when it comes to parlay. I'm going to do another one with the teasers. That's kind of to me a little safer. So I'm going to go with game one. We got the Tennessee Titans. Not game one, but my first pick. Okay, sorry about that. Um, so let's go with my first pick. I got Tennessee Titans versus LA Chargers. LA Chargers are favored to win by 2.5 points. I'm definitely taking that. Because Titans did not show um, any offensive firepower the first week. And I think Tannehill has pretty much plateaued. Um, I know Chargers defense didn't show up well, but they was going against another high-powered offense, and I don't think Tennessee is a high-powered offense. So yes, let's take that 2.5 points by the Chargers. My second pick, I got Tampa Bay Bucks versus Chicago Bears. Tampa Bay Bucks is favored by 2.5 points. Again, Tampa Bay is solid on both sides of the ball. Uh, a little weak at quarterback, but Baker Mayfield, I ain't gonna say he's no slouch, put it like that. In the right offensive system, and as long as he has someone to protect him, as they was the underdogs last weekend versus the Minnesota Vikings, and I think they will cover the 2.5 point spread. Was it Justin Fields, the quarterback for the Bears? He's not ready to throw out of the pocket yet. And they had the Bears favored against the Green Bay Packers. To me, that's ridiculous when Jordan Love is clearly the far more advanced quarterback, even though this is his first year being a starter full time. So I thought that was ridiculous. This one, to me, the third pick, Jacksonville Jaguars versus Kansas City Chiefs. Um, Chiefs with favored by 3. I would take that spread. I mean, because if it was higher, I wouldn't take it. I mean, because Jacksonville, they are a playoff team from last year. I like Trevor Lawrence. I like the moxie of the team and stuff with the head coach. But I don't see Andy Reid losing 2 games back to back. Plus, they get Chris Jones back, and Travis Kelsey is playing as well. So to go along with everyone else that they have on the squad offensively, along with the generational talent of Pat Mahomes, I just don't think uh, the Jaguars are gonna. They might hang in there. This could be a over on the total spread. But I would take the Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs. 4. I got You got the LA Rams and San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. We got a divisional game, rivals on top of that. Um, Rams were not favored last Sunday versus the Seahawks, but Seahawks ended up losing their 2 tackles, and Rams ended up winning the game um, tremendously. They put up 30 points. It was like 30-14 or something. But still, even before the Seahawks lost their 2 tackles, Rams was still in the game for the most part. Uh, the Rams won't have Cooper Cup, but Sean McVay and his play calling, being that it's this is a rival game, uh, defense is okay, But we seen what the 49ers did to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So this is definitely a risk taker for those that will watch this, that will watch this video, that San Francisco is favored by 7.5 points. I think this game will be a lot closer, so I'm taking the Rams to cover that 7.5 point spread. Game 5, Cincinnati Bengals versus Baltimore Ravens. This is another rivalry game. And I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to cover the spread of 3.5 points. Or +3, should I say, so people would know. +3 meaning that the Ravens are the underdog. So I would take that all day. That this is another gamble because of the fact that it's a rivalry game. We know that Cincinnati is a pretty good team offensively, except that offensive line. But we know that Baltimore, they look very impressive, even though it was against the Houston Texans. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know, but with the addition of OBJ, then you got Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews. I mean, people like keep throwing Rashard Bateman in there, but he really hasn't shown me much. But still, nevertheless, he's going to be playing. So, and with a running game with a running quarterback as well, that could jailbreak at any time. So, I would definitely take Baltimore in this, and how pedestrian the Bengals look week 1 versus the Browns. So, with that offensive line. So we will see. Game 6, we got Detroit Lions versus Seattle Seahawks. Detroit Lions favored by 5. So, like I said earlier, with the Rams game last week, Seahawks lost their tackles. Now I don't. Last time I checked, I know there's one tackle that will be out. So there might be a better game. This is another. This is another one. All of it's a gamble, but I'm just saying the odds of the fact that they might cover the spread. Talking about the Seahawks of the +5, they might cover that +5 spread. But at the same time, I would take the Lions because the Lions look good. We know that they've been on the rise last year. Definitely impressive with those that run they went on. And this year, versus the Chiefs, they played who they had to play against. I know Kelsey wasn't there. I know that Chris Jones wasn't there, but still, Jared Goff looked pretty good. So along with Amon-Ra St. Brown, along with that defense, hey, those guys look impressive. So I would definitely take the Lions on this one. My 7th pick, we got Denver Broncos versus the Commanders. Now, Commanders, they was favored, I think, by 6 versus the Cardinals. Kyler Murray did not play. Josh Dobbs did, and I like Josh Dobbs. And yet, they struggled against the Cardinals. Cardinals got some players, so Cardinals covered the spread. Howell is a rookie. You might as well say this is his rookie year, in a sense, because this is his first year being a starter. So they're gonna have some up and downs. And I know they got Bieniemy and all of that, good play caller on offense and everything. So when I looked at the Broncos look pretty good with Russell Wilson in their first game versus the Raiders, and that was a divisional game. So, and Washington is playing in Denver, so they got the mystique of the Mile High Stadium. So we will see how the Commanders. Did I say Commanders first, or did I say Washington Redskins? Apologies if I did say Redskins, but I don't know. But the Commanders are going on the road in Denver, and I'll take Denver with the 4-point spread. To me, this is the game that's money for me. Is my eighth pick. Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Packers are on the road, headed to Atlanta. So I'm in Atlanta, so it's going to be crazy, downtown or whatnot. And they got, I took the Packers because they have Atlanta with a 2.5 point as a 2.5 point favorite. I guess because of home territory, they the home team. So my thing is this: did y'all watch Jordan Love in his first game being a full-time starter with the Green Bay Packers? I'm riding this wave because I think the Green Bay Packers are going to be underdogs in these first few games until, they put the league on notice, for the most part, and I'm going to run with that. And I know Atlanta, they play hard, they play tough. They do have a rookie quarterback, I think. So I would definitely take Jordan Love and the Packers over the Atlanta Falcons. I will go money line. I would definitely uh go all in on the Green Bay Packers on this one. But yet this is a parlay, 10 teams. So my ninth pick, to me, is a no brainer, and I think I love the spread and the spread point total. You got the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Need I say more? Do I have to break that down? Because people tend to forget that New Orleans Saints still have a nice defense. New Orleans Saints still have offensive weapons. Kamara, Olave, um, what's Thomas, and whatnot. And they have a pretty solid quarterback in Carr. So I would definitely take that 2.5 points spread. No, 3 point spread um favor to the New Orleans Saints. So there's no need to even elaborate on that anymore. This one, my 10 teamer, my 10th pick, we got the Buffalo Bills and Las Vegas Raiders. I took the over 47 with this one because I just don't know about the point spread. I don't even know what the point spread is now that uh, I've already made my picks. So I just took the over. I like the showing of the Raiders playing the Broncos. You got Josh McDaniels, a good play caller. He has a solid quarterback that is familiar with the offense. I don't know if Jacoby Meyer going to play because of a concussion, but you have Devontae Adams, um, and you got the running back. I can't think of his name right now, and I should because I like the dude. He's solid, but Buffalo Bills they're not a slouch either. They're a pretty good team, even though they lost in overtime week 1 versus the Jets. I think they will come out a lot better, and all the pieces they have with the Stag Allen, Diggs, and we'll see, because Josh Allen might have plateaued, man, as far as his potential. There's more to unlock, but that hero ball, just chunking it downfield just to make a play to Diggs or whatever. I don't get it. I think he might lead the NFL in interceptions again if they don't get a hold of him and help him to rectify the mistakes that he makes mentally. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely take the over on this game. I think it will be a shootout, to be honest with you. So with those 10 picks, parlay, I put $10 on it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? What is $10? And I have potential to win 6,400 plus. So we'll see. But I'm going to come back with my teasers. This is Tone Setter Sports Channel. Hit like, share, subscribe if you like the sports betting tips that I'm giving you today. Peace.